You're listening to Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic. 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 Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic.
Welcome to episode 10. We're in double digits.
Number 10.
Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic. RaptorsRepublic.com. Shout out to those guys. Barry Taylor here with Nick Reynolds. How you doing, man?
I'm feeling all right, buddy. I'm feeling okay.
Listen, not a bad week.
Fight till the finish. You can't get mad. Good week all in all.
Not a bad week at all.
Get your sixes. Come get your sixes. We got a six from here, six over there, six from the six.
Drake, here's your royalty money.
You go, buddy.
Have you heard anything? Anything going on in that world that we should know about?
Nah, he congratulated Cargo Jet on 20 years. Didn't know Cargo Jet was in the business for 20 years, but
All right.
Cargo Jet for all your rich-ass motherfucker needs.
The Talking Raptors jet should be coming soon.
Yeah, it should be on its way. We ordered it 8 years ago.
Thing one.
Wow. Well, the game just wrapped up. The second of the back, or not the back-to-back, but the second in a row against the Sixers. I mean, hey. What,
Can't get them all.
Can't get them all. That win, by the way, the win on Sunday was on my birthday. No big deal. So that was...
Yeah, everyone tweet Barry, happy birthday, goddammit.
Listen.
It's over now, but...
That win against Philadelphia was all I could hope for. And I had many friends tweet me and say, hey, for your birthday, I got you a Raptors win. Just don't know if it's coming tonight because, of course, wasn't expected. But
it was Kyle Lowry-less. It was a Kyle Lowry-less birthday victory.
Felt good.
God damn it.
And then... I mean, just overall, not a bad week. Things are okay.
The team in general
look good.
We've got a little bit of an identity going. We seem to figure out some things. Aaron Baines off the bench looks like a basketball player. It looks like he is a basketball player.
Yeah, looks like he should be there sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not all the time, but every once in a while.
I mean, I don't know if he should be there, but he's there. Doing his best.
Couple things from tonight's game. Well, I guess the main thing on the court was that really stood out was that, and not to go negative, but that foul on Norman Powell that got nothing.
Nothing, no.
And as many people pointed out on Twitter, if that were reversed, if Norman Powell did that to Ben Simmons, he's out. He's boom, flagrant, suspended, gonzo.
Yeah, you're getting a flagrant one probably they'd give you.
He didn't get it. Ben Simmons didn't get anything.
Didn't get a call.
Got nothing.
It was a play on.
And then they teed up Norm to boot afterwards.
Mm-hmm. And that looked like a bad fall, too. Thank God he's all right. But I think almost every time Norm falls, it looks awkward and bad.
And I mean, that is, again, not to go negative, but that did stand out. But Norman Powell in general has been amazing.
Yes.
This season, really. The last few weeks. Since he's been starting. Can't say enough good things about the man.
He's like number 3 on the jersey list right now.
Whoa.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that could be a thing because...
Exactly.
As Jack Armstrong pointed out many times on Sunday night's game, he has a player option next year.
Which I did not know. Thought it was a team option.
It is a player option, and it is only for $11 million.
Good God almighty.
And in the landscape of today's NBA, and particularly with so few free agents available next year, Norman Powell is going to get paid.
Yeah, and with so few shooting guards in the good shooting guards.
He is about to get freaking paid. Do you want the Raptors to dump a bunch of money on him? Because God knows we're going to have cap space.
Yeah, well, who else we can? Let's fucking go.
Keep him.
Bring the bow-legged king back. Dude, Danny Green and Norman Powell got the same legs.
I did not realize the amount of people that dislike Danny Green now. Just following the game on Twitter. Many people not a fan of Danny Green.
Because he moves like a Tin Man.
He's got a lot of hate.
Dude,
just
it looks
general.
like a very bad video game. Like Danny Green looks like it's 2K9.
Danny Green aside, Norman Powell is going to get paid. Do you want the Raptors to dump a bunch of money on him?
I can't. Do I have to answer that right now? Can we wait and see? Can we just fucking see what's going on in the offseason?
Of course we can.
We see when Giannis fucking snaps. He doesn't want to be that in that team anymore.
He's got to be close. That team is not good. That team sucks. The Milwaukee Bucks suck.
Dude, I think that's a coach. I think their coach sucks.
Budenholzer's not good.
We've talked about this before.
For years.
He's the
problem.
He's White Dwayne Casey.
He's not a good coach.
I mean, no. He's just not a great coach. He's a good coach. But you've reached the Dwayne Casey level where, like, you need a Nick Nurse, baby, to take you over the hump.
Yeah.
Also, Kawhi helps a lot, too, with that, to get over.
Well, so does Giannis, though, right?
Yeah, you already got your answer on your team. Unlock it. Solve it, I guess.
Listen, the Milwaukee Bucks do not scare me.
No.
In any way.
Not when we have fucking Norman Powell on our team.
Not when we have Norman Powell.
The feature's a little scary still.
Yeah, for sure
Can we say
it is.
that? Like,
for sure it is.
I think it's just a little bit
Definitely.
scary still.
Yes. But the funny thing was, this past week there were flashes. Where it's like, yo, this core, they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're good. We're going.
I still think the core is the core, baby.
Yes, and then but is that
25 for Norm? Yeah, I understand what you're asking.
you know what I mean?
I don't know
Like,
how
is
much
it-
he's gonna
and
get.
that's your 4 core, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
We still got to give Kyle his honorary $30 million
Yep. I'm still
until we're out of cap space.
would still be okay with that. Whew. Man, it's getting interesting. Let's say that.
Yeah, Masai.
He's got his work cut out for him.
He's got a lot going on, man.
He really does.
He's literally dealing with systematic racism in the job place. So
Yeah, we'll talk more about that in a couple moments. One more thing about Norman Powell, though, while we're on the topic.
probably the most important thing.
You realized this week, because I remember last week you were telling me, like, I don't know what shoes he's wearing.
I had no idea. Normally, Norm is a Kobe guy.
But this year, And1.
Fred gave him the keys.
Okay, so first of all, their Twitter account is suspended now.
And1 got suspended.
Which I could maybe see, like, And1 just straight up snapped and was like, how can you not verify
Verify us, you
What?
pieces of shit. We're legends.
Like, we're And1.
Do you know who the professor is?
Yes. Now, their Instagram is verified.
Okay, they got the pictures going.
And their website is dope. It's a very nice website. Fred's on the front of it, of course, as you would expect. And then,
Still?
yeah. Well, who else do they have?
Fred is not with N1 anymore.
Yeah, he is.
No, dude. I'm pretty sure Fred signed with Li Ning. He is not N1 anymore. That's why I made it such a big deal, because Fred dipped and just gave him the fucking N1 shoes.
No, he's on the front of the pit.
I know he might be on the front of the page, but he's not signed to that fucking company anymore.
That's crazy if that's not true. He's on the front, and his shoes are on the front, and his shoes are actually not that bad.
Yeah, they look great.
They look good, except for the And1. I guess it's their logo, but it just says And1 in giant letters. Dude, he's all over their website.
They have slow website building fucking people.
He's the only NBA. I'm just looking now. I think he is the only NBA player on this website.
Van Vliet is no longer signed to N1.
Are you serious?
Dad, I'm serious. I know this. He's signed with Li Ning, man. I'm pretty sure we talked about this on
We
podcast.
did talk about this, yes.
He's Li Ning. He was wearing them tonight.
That is goddamn hilarious.
So-
He is literally on the front of their website, and then you click on the home page, and it goes to his shoes.
So Fred is the only product and is the face of a product of a brand that he's not signed to anymore. He just gave his old shoes to
Dude,
Norm.
He and his shoes are the homepage of this fucking shoe brand. Okay, let's check their Instagram real quick. This is breaking news.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Because I remember you definitely telling me that he was with the Chinese. It's Chinese, right?
Yeah, Li Ning, yeah.
And which I was like, oh, cool, right on. What? Wow, there's layers to this now. So Fred's not with them. He is everything on their website.
Fred was with him until the beginning of this year, and then he's like, no.
And now
He's like, did you see what the Raptors paid me? Okay, N1. And they're like, no, we can't. Norm has a player option. Does Norm want the shoes?
That's amazing.
Norm's like, absolutely. I'll take your
wow.
100 grand a year in free shoes.
Okay.
So this is I'm going to ask listeners, if you see anyone with N1 shoes, please tweet us.
Mm-hmm.
I will do research and try to figure out who else in the goddamn league wears N1s. Because from a Raptors point of view, it's just Fred, and Fred said, fuck this. And then Norm, with no announcement, nothing, just is wearing N1s. Dude, I'm telling you, he gave it to him like a lease of a car. Yeah, you can take over my lease, man. I'm trading it for something better.
That's the best explanation. They're still posting on Instagram, so that's nice.
Well, they have to. They got blocked from Twitter. They got suspended from Twitter. They're running out of social media platforms.
Yeah. Wow, the disrespect continues for And1, but shout out to Norman Powell.
He's wearing the disrespect good, Norman.
He's going to
Good.
keep this lease until he gets his fat contract next year.
Yeah, and then he's going Li Ning, baby.
We got two things. That's what I'm looking for. Thing two.
We're recording this, as we said, after the Philadelphia game, and it is Tuesday, of course, and the All-Star reserves were announced. No Raptors made it this year.
First time in 7 years.
I mean,
I get it.
yeah, I get it. I wasn't like...
For anyone that's mad, remember what team you root for.
Mm-hmm.
And how much the league gives a fuck about the team you root for.
They do not.
Remember that. And if you're not overachieving,
Right.
they're not even going to acknowledge you.
I mean, the slow start killed it for Siakam. Maybe even Lowry, not because Lowry didn't play well, but because the team was so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To start. And he's been injured, so I get that.
Missed a lot of games, yeah. But Fred,
Yeah. Dwayne Wade actually had him as his one of his reserves.
there you go. Fucking Chinese shoe brand empire
Listen,
grows.
man, hey, I got time for anything Dwayne Wade says.
See, buddy, the Wade shoes are nice. They're nice shoes.
There's a lot of things going on with Dwayne Wade that I respect. And now he votes for Fred VanVleet, so even more so.
Shout out to, yeah.
But yeah.
Fuck Aaron Gordon. You're right, Dwayne Wade. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Mad respect for Dwayne Wade, yo. Wade County.
But yeah, I don't know. Were you? I wasn't really surprised, and I honestly didn't really care. I was just like, nah, whatever. Like this All-Star games, who gives a shit? Like
It's a blessing in disguise, man.
It really
I
is.
promise you, let these guys. They're already starting to get dinged up a little bit. Give everyone a week off. Let them go to a beach. Let them fucking chill.
And what does every Raptor fan know? The team excels when they're under the radar and no one's showing them any respect.
Yeah.
And
Take that chisel
let's go.
right to the shoulder.
Let's go.
Another chip. Put another chip in the shoulder.
Yeah, I just didn't give a shit. I was like, whatever. Okay, you know? It was the first year I was just like, I just really genuinely didn't care.
Well, Raptors fans are the funniest people on the planet because we were up in arms that the audacity of them to announce an All-Star game. How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
How dare you? They shouldn't have one. They shouldn't go. Well, guess who's not going?
Right, yeah.
You can't be mad at that.
You can't be mad at that.
You didn't
no.
want it in the first place.
No, agree with that. Devin Booker fans could be mad.
Yes,
That
that's
is crazy.
fucked up.
That
There's
is
a
some
lot of guys that got snubbed.
Crazy shit, yeah. DeMar DeRozan fans also.
Yeah.
The amount of... Actually, real quick, though, shout out to DeMar and his family, obviously losing his father.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible, man. Shout out to that dude.
Yeah, of course. And forever love DeMar DeRozan. Like,
Forever, dude. And we've said horrible things about him, but never about that man's character.
oh, God, no. That's not even a question.
Or him as a human being.
And even him as a player, though, is like, he just is continually disrespected. And he got snubbed again this year.
ESPN rated that man like 82nd in the league.
That's just, they don't watch. That's again like with what we always say about Kyle Lowry. It's like you don't watch basketball then. Like you can't watch DeMar DeRozan and think there are 81 players better than him in the
They
NBA.
don't watch it, though.
Like you don't. And the fucked up thing with DeRozan is he has stats that back up the shit. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just clickbait at this point. Like you're just doing it for clickbait.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's the same. It's everything, man. People watch basketball games like on Twitter.
Yes.
No one watches basketball games. Everyone watches on Twitter. Okay, this media person that I fuck with said something cool. I'm rocking with that.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea what's going on.
Very true. Zion getting picked, like I don't know. I'm not going after Zion. He seems like a great human being.
You want to talk about weird legs?
He's having a great season too, but New Orleans sucks. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the whole thing with Devin Booker was like when he was playing well last year, like, yeah, well, Phoenix
played on a
doesn't win.
shitty team, yeah.
Yeah, so he can't make it. And now Phoenix is amazing. First of all, we're not even talking about that.
But Devin Booker is fucking amazing
yeah,
at basketball.
he really is.
If you watch the Suns, man, that guy is fucking nuts.
So that was like a glaring snub where that was just like he did something. Like he banged someone's wife or something.
Dude, you know what? I fucking it's a snub because I'm of the mindset of narratives, clickbait shit. That's what we want, right?
Yes.
And I don't know if you know this. You probably don't know this, but Devin Booker is dating Kendall Jenner.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's something for sure then.
Before Devin Booker, Kendall Jenner dated Ben Simmons.
Whoa.
Right.
Wow.
So now I'm just looking at it in terms of media. ESPN is a media. It's not a fucking sports station. It's a media station, right?
Yeah.
Like it's they make more money the more people watch, regardless of what that means morally.
Yes.
It is what it is. That's the league we watch, guys. You know,
Media in general.
how many times we fucking talked about money talks. This is the ultimate example of that shit.
Wow, that's huh.
But it's like, how do you not put that
That-
kid in, or are you now going to amplify that story?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm not talking about the Raptors right now because they don't give a fuck. They don't make money from the Raptors, so they don't give a shit. So us making it in there is for the past 7 years is because we've our record has
It's
overachieved
undeniable.
what these cocksuckers thought we were going to be. I shouldn't say that word. People are getting in trouble a lot, Barry.
You gotta watch
Gotta
your
watch
words
out.
these days. We all know that. That's interesting. I did not know he was dating Kylie Jenner.
Shout out to Kylie Jenner, man.
Sure.
Shout out to the Jenners.
Anthony Davis is going to be replaced, correct? Because of his injury.
He's not coming back until after yet.
So you would hope that Booker would get that spot, but then some people are saying, "Oh, Mike Conley might get it."
Devin Booker's better than Mike Conley. Like, I understand that the Utah Jazz have the best record in the league, but what are we talking about here? So are you giving Chris Paul over Devin Booker if you get one for Phoenix?
At first, I was like, "Man, Chris Paul again." But it's
He's
one of those
fucking
things.
so good, though.
He's so good. It's
And
like,
he's the reason why they are winning.
yes, yeah, exactly. So I kind of see it, and obviously he's got fewer left in the tank than Devin Booker does, of course, right? So Devin Booker will probably be there like the next 5 years, kind of thing. And it's just one of those things where it's like almost Chris Paul fatigue. But at the end of the day, like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we'll be like, yo, Chris Paul was like one of the greatest point guards we ever saw. No, you know what I mean? Let's not get crazy. He's not fucking. He's still.
No,
we all know.
He's one of the greatest point guards.
We all know who Chris Paul is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. So I'm like not mad at him getting on the All-Star. Because
One of my favorite players of all time, too, is Chris Paul.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's bold.
Hey, man, of all little guys, bro, you name a little guy, there's not one that is good that I don't like.
He's good.
Those are my guys. Like,
He's extremely good.
he's the
extremely good.
fucking dirty weasel, too. I love it.
He's a very smart man too. Like head of the Players Association. He's a real deal, full package. But at first, I was like, how do you pick him over Devin Booker? And I didn't like it, but now I'm okay with it. Like to having sat and digested it, I'm like, no, that's okay. I would take Chris Paul over.
Without Chris Paul on there, is Phoenix just as
Maybe not. Probably not.
no, definitely not.
Probably not.
And I think that's
Well, but remember that run they went on in the bubble though without Chris Paul.
Without Chris Paul,
Do you know what I mean?
That's Devin Booker saying,
That was Devin
"Fuck
Booker.
this."
That was Devin Booker. So
I am taking Kendall Jenner. God damn it! I love you, woman.
yes,
Acknowledge me on your Instagram.
exactly. Okay with Chris Paul going ahead of Devin Booker.
Also, Chris Paul's up there in the mix of the higher brass too. So
Of course it is.
he's not going to All-Star game.
right.
He helped organize this motherfucker. You think Chris Paul's not going to the All-Star game? You're out of your mind. He has a chaperone.
It's very true.
Keep your mask on.
Yep.
What's Boston's? What's the Boston Celtics record?
Yeah, I mean, and Tatum's had some really bad games this year, like really bad, like didn't show up. But again, man, listen, we know what this league is. You tell me you're not gonna have Jason Tatum on the All-Star
Dude,
game?
look at the young stars that the league bumps. Just look
Yeah.
go to the NBA's fucking Twitter account. Look at the media that they post.
Yes.
Look at who the players are. They're fucking going to the All-Star game.
Every time. It's true.
Devin Booker is the one that did not go. Do you know what I mean? Of all the young stars, like
Yeah, that they really push. Yeah.
and they're clearly doing this only for money.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
it is what it is. It's
not-
not deserving players. It's who the fuck is.
It's marketing.
And we've talked about this before. We've had 7 years of this, and there's many times where I said I personally want Kyle Lowry to go to the All-Star game, but I don't always want to watch Kyle Lowry in an All-Star game. Last year was crazy because they made the stakes higher for the game. They made it count as a game.
Yeah.
Where intangible basketball skills get displayed.
And remember that one year? I think maybe it was the.
Are you talking about the putback
putback
fucking dunk
The
that Kyle
putback
Lowry did?
fucking
Yeah.
dunk? Yeah.
Hell
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Come on.
Because that's Kyle Lowry being like, yo, bro, I might not come back here. Like, this might be it. I'm dunking on somebody.
Yes.
And then he's like, he's got the chip. Now he's like, yo, let me show you why I made it. Take a charge, son. I'm pretty sure he took multiple, and one of them should have counted and did not count. Anyhow, that's what it is, man. It's fucking 2K shit, man.
It is, yeah, of course.
That's all it is.
Of course. Again, Whistleblower Podcast explains all of this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not.
Shout out to Scott Foster, man. Hope you're drunk right now, buddy.
It's not, as we know, always based on talent or deserving. There are marketing dollars at play.
More importantly than anything,
Agreed.
they don't give a fuck if you deserve to go there. How much money can you make? Oh, I will say this. Everyone's going to die.
Yeah.
I will say that All-Star break is in Atlanta, and I think the governor or mayor or whatever that figurehead is called in Atlanta said, please don't come here to party.
Yeah, it was the mayor that said that.
Okay, so the mayor was like,
Mayor's
don't.
not down. Players aren't down.
Do you know how many fucking rappers are holding New Year's Eve parties? I mean, New Year's Eve. All-Star Eve parties?
sure.
All-Star night parties? Dude, big ones. 2 Chainz.
I'm sure.
You don't think rappers are going... I mean, basketball players are going to hang out with rappers? Did you see what James Harden did this whole offseason?
Did you see what Lou Williams did when he was going?
And that's not even an all-star.
Right?
It's just a guy.
Just a guy cruising to Atlanta for your funeral, getting some fucking wings at a strip club.
We got thing 3.
This is actually kind of related to the All-Star game, and it goes back to what we talked about last week, and many of Raptor Twitter were expressing last week. A dude named Alex Schultz, not a dude, a journalist, excuse me, named Alex Schultz at SF Gate. He's also written for GQ Magazine, the LA Times, Verge, Deadspin, and Grantland, put together an article explaining how Adam Silver is kind of looking like a piece of shit lately in terms of how he's handling the All-Star game. And then he even puts this in the headline, how he dealt with Masai Ujiri, HBO Sports interview, where he talked about, we went over this last week with the cop and the shameful comments, and this dude wrote a full-on article for SF Gate based on the obviously the hypocrisy of it all, but also that the Raptors Twitter went apeshit regarding it,
As they would.
which is great. It's a very good article. We retweeted it. You can find it on our account. His tweet where he drops the article, he says, I wrote about what Adam Silver feels is worth clarifying and speaking out on, why the All-Star game must be played versus what he'd prefer to stay silent on, whether he regrets his jumbled remarks in 2019 about Masai Ujiri and the cop who shoved him twice. You know what I was thinking? Because that is pretty awesome that it got going on Raptors Twitter and people started to take notice. Because there were international people starting to take notice. And I mean, I don't think we're really in the position to do this, but it would be cool if enough of us got together and during the All-Star game got that clip trending.
Yeah, I'm down.
You know what I mean? Like hit up people, and while the All-Star game is going, get that clip going.
If you have pull on Raptors Twitter, because we don't really give a fuck, please do this.
Like, could we collectively, and I guess it would be during the game would make the most sense. Maybe it's during halftime or something, or maybe it's just throughout the entire game.
Well, the problem is, Barry, with all this, like, it sounds good and stuff, and we should try. Don't get me wrong. Don't like, absolutely we should do this. This should be a thing we should do. But I'm like, that's exactly how systematic racism works. The top is going to be like, shut the fuck, we're not talking about this. I'm not giving a statement. Didn't you say in the article he contacted the NBA offices?
Yeah, so
3 times?
In the article, yeah, Alex Schultz, who's, obviously read off his credentials, he's a legit journalist, reached out to the NBA 3 different times. He also used 3 other contacts he had to reach out multiple times, and they would not respond at all. No response.
Yeah, because it's all fucking bullshit. It is what it is.
But it would, I don't know. Maybe that's just something during the All-Star game. Just start hammering people with that clip. Just like, I would really, my number one person I would love to find out his thoughts is Kenny Smith on TNT. I would love to get his thoughts because A, he was the one who obviously got up and left the broadcast when when shit went down with the player. But B, Masai Ujiri specifically courted him and mentored him, yes, and is grooming him to be a front office guy. And he talks about that and everything. So I would love.
But can I ask you this? You don't think Kenny Smith knows this story happened already?
I'm sure. I'm sure he does. But I would like to hear him talk about it.
But isn't there a reason he hasn't talked about it?
Well, that's a fucking problem then.
But isn't that the problem?
But that's just it, though. Is like that's what I mean. Is like pressure those people, like make those people.
If you make enough noise, yeah, they'll hopefully you'll
like
have to talk about it.
You have to at some point have a soul. Do you know what I mean? Like if Masai Ujiri is giving Kenny Smith those opportunities and mentoring him, and Kenny Smith felt so strongly that he got up and walked off the set last year in the bubble when the players went on strike. Like this is it. You know what I mean? Like this is your. What are we doing here? This is your fucking legacy. Like we're all gonna be dead one day. What side of history are you on? You know?
Yeah. I agree with you, but it's just so much. Like, who's to say like this is all fucking my brain just working here and made up, and none of this is anything I read or saw. But who's to say like Kenny wasn't like Masai? I'm gonna talk about this, and Masai's like, don't. You're getting fucking shit. We need black people in important roles. Like, so this shit won't happen.
Maybe.
And by you, like, you know what I mean? Like, if it becomes, like, if you're doing what we're saying, let's say in an ideal world, we say, fuck it, as Toronto Raptors Twitter, we're doing this All-Star weekend because this is a fucking crazy injustice and no one's talking about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's obviously close to home. That's our fucking dude.
Yes.
So let's get it going. So it starts getting going. And then, you know, it gets so big. Which is like, I don't fucking believe that. I just don't believe that it could even get so big. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's so much money at the top that want to quiet these things down. They want to snuff out their problems. I even think on Twitter they can fucking be like, hey, Jack.
Maybe.
That's not trending. That's not trending anymore, my B.
I would not put that past anyone.
My guy.
I believe that's...
Take it off.
I believe that's all possible. I believe it's all possible.
I think we keep sharing that fucking video because it's fucked. And just as fans, we keep doing it. But, like... Dude, it's a weird, like... But, like... I want to hear Masai speak about this shit.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying.
I don't know. I'm just trying to be realistic and just analyze the situation. I'm not trying to take... We should make a stink. And there should have been... I'm just trying to rationalize why there wasn't more of a stink. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There has to be a fucking reason that the commissioner of the league said a flippant racist fucking comment and our president was exonerated, proven, you know what I mean? Like, there's video evidence.
Yeah.
Then it went to the court of law.
Yep.
And that's it.
I don't know. I just think we, at least we can, during the All-Star game, it should be during the game.
Dude, we'll start at the skills competition right before the game because they're doing everything in one night.
Right, yeah. But I think it should be throughout the All-Star game and events. Putting this clip out there. You know what? I mean, the easiest thing, just so it doesn't flood our timeline, is you just put it, like, you just reply to other people tweeting. You know what I mean? So it's like...
But don't we want to flood the timeline? Oh, you mean like every... What you should do is there should be all of us should go to hashtag NBA All-Star, whatever the hashtag is of that night, and just hashtag fucking everybody.
Yeah.
On all the biggest tweets, see what's trending.
Right.
Hit them up with that video.
Let's do that. You and I can do that. Mm-hmm. You know, the 4 or 5 people that follow us and are active on Twitter.
Buddy, I would love to get hammered and get justice on the motherfucker. I'm all for that.
So listen, man. I know there's like 4 or 5 people listening right now that would do this.
Yeah.
So that's 6 of us.
Hey, man.
Let's go. And, I mean, there's enough good people on Raptors
You want to change
Twitter.
the world, you start with yourself.
Listen, be the change
you want to see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, All-Star game. If anyone listening on Twitter would join us, we're going at them. We're going at them with that clip. Because, listen, none of the fucking Raptors are there. Why else am I watching the game?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do something.
Let's go.
Let's make it worthwhile.
Give me thing 4.
Speaking of the TNT crew, Shaq didn't know Pascal Siakam's first name was Pascal.
He didn't know who Pascal was. He knew who Siakam was. He didn't know who Pascal was. That's all.
What do you think about Shaq?
He's fine. He's fine.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. He's not my favorite. I'm not one of these people to like get rid of these old guys and bring in like new blood on TNT.
I think
Chuck
is amazing.
Is fucking one of the greatest
Ever.
He's so good, and
He's amazing.
And I understand people say like, shouldn't he be promoting the game or whatever? I'm like, he does, man. Like, what you don't understand is like when y'all fucking shit on him on Twitter, that's promoting ESPN.
TNT.
Yeah, sorry, TNT.
Yeah.
TNT.
Yeah.
That's ABC.
ESPN and ABC
Is the same.
is the same.
And TNT
is
Turner Sports. Yeah.
Yeah. TBS.
So he's making money for them. Like the more.
Yeah.
It is, dude.
Barkley's the best. Barkley's like Hall of Fame, Mount Rushmore, NBA commentator.
And if you really listen to Barkley talk about why because like people hear him as like, you shooting all a bunch of fucking threes, man. Get your ass in the paint, right? Like they get mad. They're like, come on, bro. And he's like, yeah, you should shoot threes, but if you're fucking Joel Embiid, maybe take 5 less fucking threes a game, and you're 7'3".
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
7'3".
I got time for anything Charles Barkley wants to talk
100%.
about. Anytime. Kenny Smith, same. Big fan.
Yep.
Doesn't need to go anywhere. Love that guy. Ernie does a job as well as anyone.
Buddy, all-time legend.
He's just there to steer the ship, and he does it brilliantly.
Yeah, that's what a coach does. He's a coach.
Exactly. Shaq.
The problem is it's redundant. We don't need Charles and Shaq.
Right.
Personality-wise, it's redundant, and Chuck is way more charming.
He's more charming. He's much more intelligent, I think. I think Charles Barkley is way more intelligent than Shaquille O'Neal. I think he's much more well-spoken. Listen, man. Shaq was a gigantic man who dominated big men.
Yeah.
Undeniably one of the greatest big men to ever play the
Top
game.
3 best big men to ever play.
Easily. But it gets a little tiresome when he just talks about all like his rings and shit and everything. It's like, bro, you couldn't shoot free throws. All right? Like, listen, stop saying you're calling out Donovan Mitchell. If you were Donovan Mitchell's size, you wouldn't have made the NBA.
Okay, so with that Donovan Mitchell thing is like, it's so they're trying to like what the world is trying to frame this as is new school versus old school, and it's not that the Donovan Mitchell exchange was fucking that was Shaq trying to be cool, man. That was Shaq trying to be like, oh, yo, you got sunned. Like, he wanted those retweets.
Yeah.
He wanted that shit.
But he's an idiot. He doesn't know how to speak.
But it's uncalled for. They just won the fucking game.
I know, yeah.
The kid is playing out of his fucking mind, and you're like, I don't think you're going to do it. Like, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to pump him up, blah, 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 blah. Homie, text him. If you really don't do it on national TV.
But he just...
Over Zoom. Like, you're not there, so there's a delay. This guy heard you insult him, took a beat. He's like, did this motherfucker just say that to me?
But he phrased it wrong. Even, do you know? Like, he didn't even like. Even if he was like, no, I'm trying to challenge him. Or something,
it was terrible.
It was like you didn't. That's not how you phrased it, though. You just look like an idiot because you don't. It's just too much of him being like, I have all these rings, and you were amazing. You were absolutely phenomenal as a giant big man in basketball. But like, that we're good. Like, I get it.
To
You're
that
big.
point. So Turner has tried like different broadcasts, obviously not the TNT fucking crew. On their other broadcasts, they've had Candace Parker and Dwayne Wade with Shaq. And I wish for the life of me I could remember what they were talking about. But they were talking about just players. And they're like, you don't think Shaq said some crazy shit as always. And Candace and Dwayne Wade were like, are you fucking like you don't think this guy's better than this guy? And he's like, nope. And he's like, they literally broke down every statistical category, and you could feel it and see it. Shaq got defensive.
Of course he did, because
he's like, you're not gonna tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. And they're like, but you don't know what you're talking about. You don't.
No, exactly. And there's too much of that. There's too much hubris and too much just like straight arrogance. Like, yo, man, you were very good at basketball. You were a gigantic man who had great footwork. All right. No one's ever going to take that away from you. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make you any more intelligent than anyone else on these panels. You know?
You're a fucking Hall of Famer, buddy. One of the best to ever do it. Don't mean you're good on TV.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're also a fucking cop. I don't know how come none of us talk about Shaq being an actual fucking cop.
Yeah, and it just goes to show I didn't know Siakam's first name was Pascal. So it's like
they don't watch the games, man. They don't watch it.
Unreal.
And it's all shit, man. It's all good. We know this.
So again,
and it's one of those things where he thought he was gonna be funny. He thought it was gonna be a thing, but you know what's sad about it is the outcome doesn't matter. It's the same. That shit blew up. We're all talking about it. Good or bad, don't matter. Views are views. Clicks are clicks. Likes are likes. Retweets are retweets. Son, they got their analytics. Shaq's going to be on this bitch next week saying the same thing.
right. Just so it's like, can you believe he said that? Doesn't matter if
He has a whole segment called Shaqting a Fool.
It's just too much. It's just too much Shaq. Like, at what point?
More Chuck, less Shaq.
Yes.
God damn it.
Let's get Chuck fucking selling some printers.
Yeah,
you know?
and Chuck shits on basketball all the time. You're shooting all those dumbass threes. But it's like, yeah, man, I get it. He talks about the Mavs all the time, where he's like, you guys watch that stupid-ass basketball, these idiots shooting threes, and people get mad at him. Be like, Dallas is the worst three-point shooting team in the league. And maybe he's right. Shoot less threes.
I love Charles Barkley, especially when he talks about basketball, but also when he was considering running for governor of Alabama.
Yeah.
And they asked him, how do you think you're qualified to be the governor of Alabama? And I'm paraphrasing right now, but he basically said, how can I fuck up Alabama?
I love
that,
that, man.
Like, he's like, how you can't fuck up Alabama anymore. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and I remember seeing him on one interview. They were really pressing him about same-sex marriage. And he's like, why would I, again, I'm paraphrasing. He's like, why would I give a shit who's marrying who?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care who's marrying who. I'm just trying to run. I would want to run the state. And it's like, listen, man, I got time for this guy all day.
I love that guy. Heart of gold, that man.
Great man. Heck of a Saturday Night Live host, too.
Yeah, dude, heck of everything. Heck
done
of
it
a
all.
fucking ball player. God damn it. Shout out to Charles.
Think five.
All right, it's finally happened. We're going local. We're going loco and local.
Local.
We've begun hitting up Toronto Independent Chicken Sandwich Stop.
Tier fucking 2, baby.
This is it. And we started out with, we've set the bar so freaking high.
You're fucking welcome. You're goddamn welcome, Barry.
You set it up because you ordered, picked it up, did it. Please explain the greatness that we experienced.
And if you've listened to the Chicken Wars, I've mentioned this like it's its own thing. It shouldn't. It's in its own category, which it is now. PG Clucks.
The original one on College, right by the Royal Theater.
Attached to the Royal Cinema, yep. And tiny little counter.
Yep.
Tiny. You can't eat inside the one on College.
Just a walk up.
Just order, and you can't eat fucking inside anywhere. I didn't,
Well, that's a good point.
But when it opens up, when we get like Atlanta and no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
They've recently moved across to Queen West.
They're in your
Queen
hood.
and Lisgar, Queen and Dovercourt-ish area.
What was the
And
one we had?
We just had the regular classic chicken sandwich. Barry, I'm gonna leave this to you. What were your thoughts on the sandwich?
Blew every chicken sandwich we had from the fast food category out of the water. It's not even fucking close.
Not even close.
It's not even. They're not even in the same world.
Sorry, Mary.
Mary
Get
Brown. It's over.
Yep.
You had your run at the top, but now we're going independent Toronto chicken sandwiches, and this bar is set so high. It had coleslaw.
You're goddamn right it did.
It was beautiful, juicy, fat breaded chicken.
Can I say something?
Please.
It also had pickles. And now this has been a big topic of discussion on this fucking podcast.
Yep.
Those were sweet pickles that complemented the sandwich, went well with the coleslaw.
Yeah.
That's how you fucking put pickles on a sandwich, not just pickles for pickles. This is a sweet
No.
pickle.
It was there's a method to the madness.
God damn it.
Listen, this is easily 5-star best chicken sandwich I've had in many times, many ages, been a while. And we're going to start hitting up the Toronto independent ones, and we will post a link to the PG Clucks website, I guess, just for reference. Many of you listening probably already know about it.
And can I also say this? Sorry to interrupt.
No, please.
We didn't even have the best chicken sandwich at PG Clucks because we went plain just for the sake of this competition. We went plain. They have a jalapeno and honey chicken sandwich.
Get out of here.
I will punch my mom in the fucking face for the sandwich.
There it is. And I wouldn't hold you back.
You would punch my mom too, man. Sandra could get it.
No problem. We'd kick the shit out of Nick's mom for this chicken sandwich.
Sandra.
Listen, we'll post PG Clucks. It's #1 right now. It is going to be extremely tough to take down. But if you have any thoughts, hit us up in the replies. Let us know. We're gonna have to find something for next week.
We've got a few, but on my list, I got 7 places around here. All right.
Okay.
We're doing the Burger Priest. We're doing Happy Burger. We're doing Extra Burger. There's another place, Matt's Burger Lab. I don't know what's going on there, but if we don't go broke by the time we get to Matt's Burger Lab, we're gonna try it. But none of them on the list that I have right now are gonna. They'll be close, but they're PG Clucks is the. God damn it!
We did it again. We did this with the fast food category. We started with Mary Brown's, and it was all downhill from there. And now we've set the bar so high. Who's gonna come touch it? Maybe nobody.
Yep.
We've got half a season left in the playoffs to take a run at it. But sweet mother of God, I guess the only condition we would suggest is it needs to be downtown Toronto.
Yeah, someone hit us up with Mississauga, and I'm like,
listen,
I can't go.
We're not quite there.
No, I don't have a car.
We're going to look after downtown Toronto in the immediate future. Let's say like as far east as
Pape?
Let's go to Pape, sure. Because we did Mary Brown's was on the
that's what I'm trying to
you're
think.
Right. Okay. So we'll go Pape. We'll go as far west as what? Dovercourt?
No, we can go further west than that. Dufferin, and we can go.
Okay.
We can go past Dufferin.
Okay, and then obviously, we'll just go like Lakeshore to. Let's just keep it south of Bloor for now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's kind of the radius.
And hit us up. I already know Porchetta and Co. Relax, I got it. It's on the list. It's coming, but it is nothing as good as if. This is a call to anyone that thinks that they have a better chicken sandwich.
That's what it is right now.
Than PG Clucks.
That's what this is. Now it's like, we found the champion. Someone come take it.
Yeah.
Come take that title.
Yeah, the title is
And we're open options. Bring it. We're willing to check it out. But right now PG Clucks has set the bar again.
And I will say this, I don't know if Barry remembers it, but this is what he told me while he was eating the chicken sandwich, and it was very profound. And a good way to describe a very good chicken sandwich is you said that it feels like I'm eating something healthy right now.
It did. It really did.
Now, how do you feel now?
I feel amazing.
About an hour and a bit after we ate it.
Could have gone for a run right after.
There you go.
No problem.
PG Clucks.
We'll put their website up. Hit them up. Can't go wrong. They're on Uber Eats.
Yeah.
You want to support local. These are the guys to do it.
And I picked it up. Well, I mean, that goes against. I should have tipped someone. Should have got them to deliver it across the street.
Well, we're still supporting them. So.
Yeah. Had a nice conversation in there.
Beautiful.
Good sandwiches.
Amazing. But
the reigning champion of the world.
We found the GOAT. Now let's see if someone can take him down.
You're listening to Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic. Talking Raptors on Raptors Republic. Thing 7? Not yet. No. Only 6.
Twitter questions. Bunch of people hit us up. Thank you very much to everyone who has hit us up. We've also been getting a lot of links to chickens. Man, the chicken sandwich craze is out the fuck control around North America right now. Burger King is they clearly listen to the podcast. They're blowing everything out of the water. They're making a whole new chicken sandwich.
They're blowing it up. That's we didn't talk about that. Don't ever send me Burger King
Well,
anything ever again.
McDonald's is doing some new shit. It's happening. It's all happening.
Taco Bell come
Taco
out with
Bell,
a fried chicken taco.
Listen, chicken is where it is at. Much like this podcast. Huh?
Hey,
Okay.
Shaq is a cop.
First question, 40 and dunking. Shout out to 40 and dunking. Midlife vertical. That is a great Twitter handle.
That guy's the best. Dude, that guy, I think I've seen him on Instagram. That he can fucking dunk, man.
He has very good tweets too. I recommend following.
Yeah,
him.
big and longtime tweeter of the podcast.
Yes, he's one of the 4 guys that hits us
Yeah,
up.
well, him.
He'll support us during the All-Star.
There you go.
I'm sure. Anyway, he says, can we take away Ben Simmons' All-Star selection for that ridiculous foul on Norm? Seems fair. Yeah, man, I'm down. I mean, that foul was, again, the easiest way to explain it. If it were reversed, Norm would be looking like down the barrel of a suspension right now.
That's a Kardashian effect right there, buddy.
That's fine. Which one is he? Oh, it's Kendall Jenner. Right. Gotcha. Okay. Tom Wright. Favorite definition of thug, bully, or violent criminal? Oh, boy. Here we go.
Are we talking about this?
Kyle M.F. Lowry also hit us up while we're on the topic. Did you guys ever get the feeling that Doug Smith was a piece of shit all along?
Okay, I'll be serious. I'll say it. I'm mixed raced. Okay, listen. First, you as a white person, you should never describe a black person as a thug ever. Period. That's it. You shouldn't. My impression of Doug Smith as a lifelong Raptors fan was never that this guy's fucking racist. I'll say that.
It blew the fuck up quick. That was like,
yeah, we watched that live.
it got to 900 quote retweets within, I think it was 15 minutes. It was just watching Doug Smith's career come to an end.
Can I ask you a question? Because this will come out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you think he has a job by the end of the week?
Whew. I don't know. Anyway, Laser. Not really Laser. Since Baines has feet for hands, do you think he wears shoes and or socks on his hands when he's just hanging out at home? I mean, this is more our wheelhouse.
Buddy, if Aaron Baines is walking around like an orangutan at home, is one of the fucking greatest things of all time.
I think we mentioned in this podcast, he's had moments of not looking terrible.
Yeah, no, he looks like he's an NBA player. Like, yeah, okay, I know.
He's been a couple times.
See what you're doing here? Yeah.
He's had a couple dunks.
Nice hard screen.
That one play though in tonight's game, were you here? Or you might have been getting out getting the chicken where he dropped the ball, but then he didn't want to pick it up because
he stepped out of bounds, or
no, like he would have got caught, like he passed
double
it to
dribble.
himself,
Yeah,
basically.
okay, got you. No,
So then someone on Philadelphia touched it. He got it back somehow, and then went in and dunked it. And it was just like, okay, things are looking up for Baines. You know, babe.
Hey man, it's a long season. We need him to peak right in the playoffs. And that's you know what? We'll sing his praises.
What is a peak for Aaron Baines? Like making a layup?
What's dude? He scored like, what was his high? 37. He's put the buckets in there.
Dude, the one because we were watching
on Devin Booker's Phoenix Suns.
The Philadelphia feed we were watching, they pointed out, and I did not realize this. I mean, I kind of guess did, but didn't want to maybe just let it be real. His 3-point percentage is 20.
Yeah.
The man
Did you see his legs?
has taken over 60 threes.
But you see his legs though when he shoots them. Did you think that was a shocking number?
But where do you get the balls to take that many threes when you?
Nick Nurse has got to be telling him you got to shoot these when they're open. It helps the spacing. I understand why you would do it, but it don't mean.
Wow.
I don't know if it's a good idea, but I mean clearly it's not a good idea. 20% is
20%. 20. You can't be in the NBA. You cannot be in the NBA and shoot over 63s halfway through a season.
Oh, Raptors, another all-star snub. Classic.
God damn it. Shiv 897. What are your thoughts on the all-new dressed chicken nuggets from Burger King? I am hearing big things.
Excuse me? This is another Burger King Shiv.
Wow. You know what? Shiv has been hitting us up with some good articles on chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, I think dropped the CNN article.
Thank you,
if I'm
Shiv.
not mistaken.
And now dropping some knowledge on the chicken nuggets that are dressed from Burger King. Holy Lord!
What does dress mean? Like they got a sauce on them, a little bit of
I'm
onions or
assuming,
something.
yeah.
I'm not doing it, but you heard my interest peak there.
Okay.
It's also not sandwiches.
Listen,
I don't know how much fucking money you think Raptors Republic is paying us, but it is not enough to go into Nugget territory. We are sandwiches only.
I might go rogue and check it out this week. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, that's an independent report. You will not catch me eating anything but a Whopper or chicken fries. Shout out to Burger King chicken fries.
Yeah, those are great.
Put them in a Whopper.
Okay, now we're talking. Casey Bannerman, shout out to Casey. Pointless all-star game, or do we keep putting in slightly above average bigs in ahead of guys like Fred? Yeah, I mean, Fred, again, could have made it. Could have.
Yeah, what would help the all-star game is have no positions.
Sure.
That would help it.
Be fun to watch.
Like,
too.
we got rid of the big man. Now it's just forward and guards, right? So.
I mean, like we said, they're all going to die. So at the end of the day, our team's going to be alive.
Going to be at a young Jeezy party, and that's fucking it.
Our best players are still going to be playing after the
Hang
break.
out with the goddamn Migos.
No toes down. Can we talk about how Ben Simmons is such an ass? I got time for that. I don't.
Yeah, that kid pissed me off. I'll say, I don't know what it is about Ben Simmons, but he makes me fucking angry.
Yeah, me too. It might be, and I know it's maybe cliche to say this, but the fact that he can't shoot a three and he's a NBA player, like that's
weird. Yeah, well, fucking, what's his percentage compared to Baines? And then
man. Well, fuck. James Saunderson. After listening to the Whistleblower podcast, do I have to assume that tonight's game was predetermined? Also, doesn't Terrence Davis remind you of a Burger King chicken sandwich?
That's great. Yeah, James was the one that took the picture of. I'm pretty sure I remember it was James Saunderson that took the picture of the Burger King chickens in his passenger seat. Put a fucking seatbelt around it. Gotta get the precious cargo home safe.
I don't know if the game tonight was predetermined, but I think the point spread probably was. I'd have to look. I don't really know.
I honestly, I know that we've talked about this a lot and we emphasize it. I'm fucking terrified to look at the spreads and then watch the game with that in the back of my head because it's going to ruin basketball for me. I don't want to do it.
It very well could.
Yeah, so I'm trying not to. Listen, where are you? Listen, a couple wrong turns away from this being a full QAnon fucking podcast, all right? I'm ready. I'll be a basketball reference guy. I'll fucking get into it.
JSB. Have you bought any Top Shots?
Oh.
And then the Greek Geek responds to that, yeah, please talk about this. I'm too old, or have people completely lost it? Here's the thing, full disclosure.
Yeah, are we going to say all this on the podcast?
Yeah, we might as well. I mean,
will it hurt us in the future to be millionaires?
All
right, okay, fucking do it.
Do you think so?
Top Shot's not listening to this fucking podcast.
Because Top Shots reached out to us in the summer to ask if we wanted to be involved, I guess, in promoting.
Yeah, remember how we always ask for sponsors? Well, guess what, guys? We got one, and
because every once in a while someone will reach out to us and be like, "Hey, do you want to work with us? We work with podcasts, and then you get like a certain percentage of this." And it's just always like, this just sounds like a disaster to us. We're not interested. Thank you anyway. But they reached out to us, and they were pretty aggressive.
Multiple.
Not specifically because of us. I think they're just aggressive marketing in general.
Yeah. They wanted an answer. They hit me personally. They hit
me up
personally.
Like 2
they
or 3
hit
times.
Talking Raptors.
Yeah, and we were just like, I don't know.
We just didn't know what it was at the time.
Still don't know what it is.
Still don't. My brother though, fucking messages me almost every day.
We maybe missed out because it apparently is blowing up. I still, to this, like even tonight we were talking about it, and I was trying to understand.
We still don't get it.
Don't have a clue, but
I assume it's like basketball cards that like a Bitcoin. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what in my brain, I'm like, oh, it's like Bitcoin basketball shit. Sick.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know. I think we'll probably reach out to them this week and ask. They could easily tell us to go fuck ourselves.
Hey, we're back. We're going to beg to get the fuck in this, and we'll report back more when we know.
Yeah.
This weekend is a reconnaissance, and we are going to, you know what? This is a good experiment to do on the podcast. I'm glad we're doing this full disclosure thing.
Of course.
We might have fucked up, guys, or we might not have, and you're going to fucking see soon.
Exactly. We'll find out. But so no, we haven't bought it. We don't know what it is. We're gonna reach out to them to see if they're still interested.
Yeah, we're gonna
now that things are going well, and we can't get in on the ground floor. We'll see if we can.
Yeah, you know what? We fuck with And1 heavy. They got their Twitter account suspended, and NBA Top Shot is now verified. So,
touche.
If you wonder why other podcasts are doing great and talking Raptors,
yeah. Well, that's a
Sure,
little,
it's because we record this in Zerar's basement, and he lets us out when he wants to let us out.
little bit of insight there. We'll pull the curtain back there.
There you
guys.
go. Have a look.
Someone bet
That's Enterprise. Isn't it?
Yes, it is Enterprise. Someone bet $10,000 on the Wizards to win the championship, which would pay $5 million.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy. What stupid long shot Raptors related bet would you place? I'd either bet Fred wins Finals MVP or Baines all handsome team. Hey, respect Enterprise.
Hey man, Baines might not make the starting five, but that beautiful Australian man, he might be on the bench.
Unless you put some good money on it and we can get some of that back end.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I'll take Quinn Snyder off if I have to. Not be fair about things.
I like the Fred VanVleet Finals MVP. That's a good long shot.
I legit bet my brother every fucking year that the Raptors are going to win the title. I have since I was a child.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did it feel collecting in 2019?
Felt well, it's fake because he's like, yeah, he's happy. And I'm like, no, it's fucking.
Oh, yeah.
LeBron didn't make the playoffs. What do you got to say about that? So we have that, but
okay.
I also lost $50 because I said Jamal Murray was going to be an All-Star this year. So I came out
yeah.
came out zero.
Didn't even think of that.
You know what I will agree with Shaq, and we talked about this about the spread and all that. It's like they sometimes talk about gambling, and Shaq's like, I don't understand. Right? And I'm like, I feel the same way, dude, because a bet is like $50, $50. You know what I mean? Like, I'll bet you $50 this happens.
Yes.
And that's it. That's what I know about gambling. I don't know about spreads. I don't know about parlays. I don't know.
It's just ratios and percentages, no? I don't know.
I don't have enough money to understand this talk, Barry.
Not yet.
Well, NBA Top Shot fell through, so good God.
Just wait. And finally, Maureen Kelly. Fred VanVleet is working it. So glad he's on our team. Coach Nurse is also awesome. The loss didn't hurt too much because the team effort is there. I hope we can roll the positives into tomorrow night. Wasn't even a question. Shout out to you, Maureen.
Shout out to Maureen. God damn it. Love the positive energy.
Taking on Miami, I think we got a chance.
Yeah, dude, the team looks good, man.
Looks great.
Even this, like, I'm not mad after this loss. Like, you know, second game of the series. I get it. No Kyle Lowry. And we fought till the fucking end, man.
Shout out to PG Clucks.
Shout out to PG Clucks.
Set that bar. We'll post their website. Please hit us up in the replies with any ideas, any potential competitors, I guess.
Yeah, hey, man.
Yeah.
Also, prayers to Tiger Woods, man. God damn it.
Yeah, man. Thoughts and prayers to Tiger, the GOAT. Love that man.
Buick doing my man dirty again.
Let's go Raptors.